Well, when I got up, I went ahead and just started the heater in the car. I didn't know if there was any snow on the car, frost on the car. I put them up in service mode last night just in case. Let's take that out of service mode because in case they got snowed on or iced on, I wanted them to be able to be out. So where is my wipers? Shoot, where's that at? Service mode, wiper. Oh shoot, when you wasn't watching, service mode. Then turn them wiper services off and the wiper should go down. Boop. All right, just in case we don't let them get all stuck. All right, well, we got 56 battery. We're gonna head over to the supercharger. I already navigated. Since I heated the car up for probably at least a half an hour. We had 74 when we went to bed last night, and woke up today. We have 56. That's after running the heater for every bit of 30 minutes because I started a little after 7, and it's 7:30. We'll see how today goes. I've already kind of made the call. We're gonna probably stop at the Haiti charge point charger, and it's 50 miles almost exactly from here. And this drive from Minor to the supercharger in Memphis, I believe, without looking at it here, we'll do it when we get there. But I'm pretty sure it's like right around 159 miles. We ain't gonna make it. I can't trust it. The car is gonna probably tell me today that it ain't gonna make it. Once I get charged up to 100%, I will navigate to the supercharger in Memphis and we'll see what it tells us. It might even say stay below 55 or something like that. Well, I'm not gonna do 55 or 60 on the interstate. So we'll stop at Haiti and just get to see another charge point. But if we get there and it's not working, rut road. Well, we're charging slow. Apparently the battery wasn't too warm. I mean, granted we're at 62, but yeah, we're gonna be here quite a while. As soon as I put it in drive to come over here to the supercharger here at Minor, it said pre-charging. I went, oh no. Then we notice we have something on our roof. I'm gonna fly a little bit while I'm sitting here for a little bit. This is the longest charge we've ever had, so for this percentage, we're only in the 20s by now, the 20 kilowatt. 99%, we're going to leave when it hits 100. Still want me to go to Jackson. I don't know if I showed that earlier, but it's wanting me to head over to Jackson. That adds 40 miles to this trip because that is where we're going. We're going to Memphis so that we can get to Little Rock. But right where it's having us turn off, right, I touched that. It's still getting over 7%. That's pretty outrageous. I don't think it's 90 miles. Unless there's something there that it knows about that I don't. But right here, there's a charger that we're going to charge at. There's a Ameren Electric Company charge point. So we're just going to go there, top off, and then we should be able to make it from here to here because from, whoo, yes I know. But from here to here is the same distance, literally as like from here to here or from here to here. So I'm not going to, yeah. We're going to go to Haiti. See if that charge point, plus if the charge point doesn't work, we can always just do this route, but I'm pretty confident it will. All right, so I'm been parked behind this guy for, I don't know, 15 or so of these 20 miles. That's what my consumption is over the last 5. Let's do 15. It's 249. At this, we can make it. I mean, this is kind of a liar right now just because. But at this, we can make Memphis. But I'd have to hope to crap that these trucks stay at 70. I don't mind cruising at 70. It's a nice speed. It's a nice day. At this consumption, we can make it. We will see. We have 27 miles before we have to get off to charge at the charge point. Or go, we'll see. I'm gonna probably. A couple minutes later, but it's been 36 miles. That's what it looks like when you're parked behind somebody at 37 degrees. I can conceivably make it. I have 11 miles before I have to make that choice. I don't know. But my consumption is way down. This is still an average from the very, very beginning. But that's over the last 30 miles. It's updated right now. So we're getting there. We'll see. Well, I didn't film it. I should have. I chickened out at the Ameren, Missouri. Thank you, Ameren. We got here without whatever it was. I didn't even look. I'm gonna charge up here. This says we're getting 40. We'll see. I am running the heater. So, but CHAdeMO adapted to the rescue. The car was still riding me to Jackson, Tennessee. So instead of detouring 40 miles, it's easier just to stay right here in line and charge at this. Let's see what we're gonna get.
It made it look 40.
Yeah, it showed 40 out there just for a second. We'll see. It'll probably pop back up. All right, I'll take it. Let's see. So, been behind this guy for every bit of 45 miles of this 52. This is coming from that ChargePoint charger. So, 316 use is average. I mean, over the last 30, we've averaged 302. There is just no getting around this road. And this road's flat. It's just flat. It has to be wind that you just can't see causing this, because there's no rhyme or reason other than a headwind that this use should be this high. I've got the heat off because it's pretty nice. It's 43, but you can see the sun. Where's the sun? Yeah, the sun's up. There's nice days, so keeping us warm on the inside. But yeah, this is just weird. We have 56 miles to go. I forget what it was. It was like 18 when we left or something like that. But it's still saying 17%. So, I mean, we're going to get there with plenty. I have no doubt about that. And I also have no doubt that doing it with this guy's help blocking wind for me all this time has helped me out too, because that's just been nice and steady. But this is flat. But we're going between, this is still between Minor, Missouri, Sykeston, Missouri, and Memphis, Tennessee. What time is it? 10. All right, I haven't started charging yet, but we got here with 23%, way more than it predicted there at the beginning. But that's, of course, thanks to old boy letting me draft him for 80 miles, 90 miles. Okay, so we got here with more than expected, and because this is so far in town, I'm changing up on the way home. We're gonna see if we can actually make it next time from, well, where's it at? It's not gonna be on this map here. Wait, am I upside down? No, I'm right. So there's around this area here is a Electrify America, and then we stopped up here. I'm gonna see if we can just make it from Electrify America to ChargePoint next time, because I don't want to have to come in this far into Memphis just to leave back out again. That's the plan on the way. All right, so we're waiting for something to eat. This isn't the original, but we're in Memphis. We're going to Gus's Fried Chicken. Duh. We weren't going to do it, but then we decided to do it. All right, this is where we're not going to go. So that I'm going to see, and we're at 100% by the way, we just charged in Memphis. And if I set it for the Little Rock Supercharger, and I've done this yet, this is going to be interesting. See how slow it's going to make me go.
Now turn left onto South Mendenhall Road.
All right, got to stay below 65 and then hope I make it there at 5%. All right, well, we don't have to go there. Well, I shouldn't say we don't have to, but as of right now, that's not the option that we're choosing. So I don't want to also have to stay below 65. So I already have some addresses in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, this is where we're staying. They have a destination charger. Hopefully that works. I think they have either 6 or 8 of them.
Now turn left onto South Mendenhall Road.
At least this one says stay below 70, so I can be a little bit faster and still get there at 5%, but we're not going there either. So our first option, what we're going to hit, again, because we have the CHAdeMO adapter is we're going to go right here. This is a Walmart that has an Electrify America, which once again we hope has a CHAdeMO adapter that works. Relying on that one is going to be the only thing that we have to worry about. I'm still going to treat it like we're going to drive all the way, but that's our option. Charger was offline. The CHAdeMO at the Electrify America. It's a brand new Electrify America. So it's telling me to stay below 70, and I'm going to stay behind this guy. I don't know how fast he's going. Hopefully right around 70. But we'll see. 5%. We'll see. We're hoping. If I draft the whole way, I'm pretty confident this is going to be every bit of 5%. But this doesn't give us any juice when we get there to mess around, so we are going to have to charge up a little bit. So that's the unfortunate thing. We were hoping to be able to have some running around energy. So we'll have to get there and charge just a little bit while we check in. Then maybe have to head down to the supercharger, so we're going to waste a little bit of our daylight if we have any. 83 miles, 58%. That's a little high. It was like in the 240s, but I had to accelerate to get on the interstate. We'll see. We made it. 4%. 230 watt hours per mile. Didn't think it was possible in this weather. Being that it's... Actually, this is perfect conditions. I think 52. We did 166.6 miles. That's funny. Battery's low. Yeah, got that. And by the way, this supercharger in Little Rock is the worst directions, in-car directions, to get to this supercharger ever. Now, had I just kept going straight down the road, it might have been true, but man, they're bad. But yeah, H&M is where you're actually at. That's what you're looking for. Well, we made it. We ended up going to the hotel or bypassing the hotel. What is that? Pontus. We're gonna drop off Pontus here for Tesla caching. But yeah, that was interesting to say the least. We drafted the entire way, ain't no doubt about it. If it wasn't for drafting, we wouldn't have made it. The supercharger was closed, and that was our drafting there the entire way. So we averaged super good low. That was just there at the very end, so that doesn't even count. But yeah, drafting, a little bit of knowledge on the car itself, being we've driven it for 20,000 miles now. We trusted it, but yeah, 4%. We did 70 the whole way, 65 there at the very end, but we made it. Super. So, get 81 kilowatts, by the way. So, the trip here in a standard range Model 3, it's winter time. See, we were heading south a little bit, and the only reason I even came here because I knew this was going to be rough. I knew that it was going to be a difficult trip. Had the conditions been worse, had it been snowing and blowing and nighttime and windshield wipers, and we wouldn't have made it here. We could have probably made it to the hotel. But we wanted to skip the hotel because we still wanted to do a little bit of running around here. So we wanted to get to the supercharger as quick as possible just to get some quick juice to have some running around energy. Then we can charge at the hotel the rest of the night. The trip is doable, but when you're planning on stopping at a charger that doesn't work, kind of throws a wrench in your plans. That's the reason you got to make that contingency plan if you're driving these lower range cars. These lower range cars are nice for most of the time, but if you ever have to do an emergency trip, on this emergency trip, you better keep your mind right about where you got to charge next, because it's very important. There was one campsite that we might have been able to stop at using our cord. We have a cord on the NEMA 1450 plug, so we could have probably still charged there, but it's doable. We got lucky. This is perfect conditions. All this drafting, and the temperature wasn't too bad. Didn't run the heater at all. So sunny. It's kind of warm in the car. So yeah, 230 watt hours per mile over 166.6 miles. Had you asked me how far my car could go, I would have guessed at least that, maybe in perfect conditions, or at least in the summer. We could get close to that. But this is the farthest we've ever gone between charges. I've also never ran the car, I don't think, down to 4%. So there's that. So it's the first time we've ever went from 100 down to 4. So I could have probably got another 10 miles out of it, maybe. Don't know. And that's doing 65 and 70 the entire time. So actually 71, because the guy that I was drafting was doing 71 the whole time. But yeah, that was interesting. We'll make it back, but the problem is now is we know that we have to get up to 100% because we have to charge back in Memphis again because we don't have our CHAdeMO. I'll check it. I mean, the app might be updated tomorrow and they might have a CHAdeMO. But I doubt it. This is going to make us have to draft all over again and hope for decent weather. I'm going to be doing 65 and draft the entire way. We'll find out tomorrow. It won't be at 166 miles. It'll be about 157, 53 or something like that. It's a little bit shy of what we did here. So that's that. Full 129. We're already up to 18%. So not too bad sitting here.